Okay, hello. Yes, I haven't streamed for a while. I just had a lot to do. It's been a little bit overwhelming, but doesn't matter. I just did something really, really cool, and I had to kind of do this with someone because this is like mind-blowing stuff. So what I've done is I've set up a sandbox, a sandbox on Code Sandbox, and I just learned that the Claude Code CLI is actually an SDK as well. So I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for one of these agent tools because Claude Code isn't just the Claude model. It's a tool set on top of it to work with code. And I've been waiting for this opportunity to run one of these like process agents, like the model with the tooling on top, on a VM in the cloud. That's really what you want. And this is the first time I made this happen. And it's basically just running an endpoint on this sandbox that allows me to prompt it. But I wanted to create an app that allows me to really interact with any sandbox. So you can imagine that there's like an app you run and it creates sandboxes with different kinds of projects, but you can interact with Claude Code on those sandboxes using this app. I don't know if that made sense, but the really funny part with this is that I just set up like a Vite project with React. It looks like this now. But what I did is that I called this endpoint on the sandbox called query, which is where I'm running the Claude Code SDK. And I asked it to build an interface for me to talk to the query endpoint. And then it built this thing. And I just asked it, let's see. So you can see it's done something wrong here. But I asked it, what is this project about? And then it answered this. This is a Node.js expressor that provides a REST API endpoint for Claude Code queries. Yeah, that's interesting though. It answers based on the whole thing. Anyways, the point is that we're going to play around with this. But we're not going to use the Postman anymore. We're going to use the app we're building with Claude Code running on the sandbox to build an app to talk to Claude Code running on the sandbox. So one thing we need to fix first is that, what if I refresh this? One thing we have to fix first is that we continue the session. So let's try something here. When we call the query endpoint to, let's see, when we call the query endpoint and find the result in the return messages, we need to keep track of the session ID in that result. This is going to be passed on the next request or the next query as a session ID field in the body. Okay, let's see what happens now. I think I need some music. We might be getting into a lot of issues here. I don't know. I just had to share it with someone because I got too pumped. What did it? Okay, it's thinking. Oh. Oh, I think this is added by the UI. The actual, yeah. So it's still pending. Let's see what it answers. So I haven't added streaming or anything like that, but maybe we can even make it do that. That would be really cool. You should know a lot about its own API. So yeah, this is super fun. Let's see. So we're going to make the text appear and stuff like that. But first, I just want to have an actual conversation running. And the point of this coding agent is that it actually spends a lot of time thinking. This is not intended to be like an interactive kind of coding agent where you kind of iterate on your project. This is more like something that can just go off and run on its own for a few minutes. And that's why you want to run it on the Sandbox in the cloud, right? You don't want to run this locally on your computer necessarily. Oh, it's spending a lot of time. Maybe it will time out even. And we get an array back so we can see that everything it did. It's more fun when you actually stream it down, I think. But we can try see how far we can get. I should really be working on something else, but all right. Oh, this took a long time. I wonder if I could even make it install, like there's permission control on this. Oh, did it do something? Oh, yeah, it's writing. It's updating. It's hot reloading the app. That's what's happening here. So that's kind of, maybe that's kind of bad. Because we're losing our, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Because we're querying through the app and we're making changes to the app. Yeah. But it is hot reloading, so it probably made like bigger set of changes. Okay. So it did a lot of stuff here. Session ID tracking is now implemented. Oh, let's see. Oh, you can't see this. Session ID instead, send session ID request. Okay, so we're just gonna assume that it did the right thing here. And let's now try to, could you make sure that we can actually see the text in the chat interface? It is currently white on white background. Also, take up the full width of the window. So maybe it won't spend that much. It's a lot of waiting. I have like max turns 20 or something. It's probably costing me a lot of money doing this. Oh, by the way, sorry. Yeah, I've actually been, I think I've been streaming too much. I suddenly got completely fed up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Where's the query? Do we have it? Oh, it failed. Oh no. But it did write something, didn't it? Oh, what happened? Oh, it didn't actually error. That sucks. So it didn't work. Why was it canceled? Oh, you know what? I don't think this is actually gonna work. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn off hot reloading. HMR. False? Oh. Is this where we HMR false? Yeah, let's try this. What if I make a change now? It doesn't. Yeah, let's just try it. Yeah, my bad. Could you make the chat interface take up the full width of the window? Oh, it did something. Oh, so it has made changes. But I think, yeah, because of the HMR, it would like actually it would cancel the query. So it didn't actually get a response. Oh, but this is taking a long time. Yeah, and then I'm gonna, if this works, oh, look at that. Why didn't I turn off the, yeah, the chat interface now takes up the full width. Yes, it does. Huh. What? Didn't I turn off HMR? Anyways, it worked. But that's kind of cool. I removed the padding from the chat container. Yeah. Okay, what's the next thing? Like, it's doing a lot of stuff. A lot of tool use. Could you... I wonder why when I asked it about... Okay, now I'm gonna ask it, tell me what you just did. This is gonna explain or prove that we actually passed the session ID. Yeah, I removed the padding. Yeah, exactly. Nice. What should we do now? It's pretty much done, isn't it? So I still have a scroll bar. Have a horizontal scroll bar. Could you fix that? So what we should try next is to actually install Tailwind CSS. Yeah, could you add Tailwind CSS and make it look nicer? I removed the display flex. Fine if I refresh. Hey, look at that. It worked. Nice. Okay, so we don't have the session ID anymore. Could you add Tailwind CSS and make the app look a bit nicer? So I have no idea if I've given it good enough permissions to actually achieve this. But let's see. Let's see. And the next thing I want to try to do is ask it to actually show all the messages, but it's going to show it as JSON. Yeah. How do I grant you access? Can I just tell you to do it? hereby grant you access. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Like, if you don't have to actually implement the coding agent, imagine what you can build, what kind of products you can build. And you can like define a lot of stuff for Claude running on the Sandbox. So you can take any niche and make Claude like super, super good at doing that very specific thing. And for you, it's just a matter of like configuring Claude. It's not implementing agent workflow and all of this stuff. It's a lot of waiting though. I think we need to have the streaming. Then it becomes a bit more fun because then we can see what it's doing. I actually have, I'm chatting to, how would I change this to become a streaming API instead? Let's go in and check that. But it's too funny that we're using the app to build the app. That's just funny. Using server sent van. Okay, let's do that then. Okay. Perfect. I've successfully added Tailwind CSS. Okay, we're gonna refresh now and see if it did it. Oh. Oh, that's too funny. What did it do? I didn't check the actual. Well, first of all, it didn't add Tailwind CSS to. Let's see what it did. Did it add Tailwind CSS? Yeah, it did. But it didn't add it to the Vite config. Yeah, that's interesting. Did it add it to the index? Yeah, it did. Okay, so it didn't add it to the, that's fine. Import Tailwind. How does this work? Is it Tailwind CSS from, is it just Tailwind CSS? Is that in? No. Wait. At Tailwind CSS? No. What the fuck? How do I configure Tailwind CSS? Ugh. Get started. Oh, Tailwind CSS. Oh, I need actual Tailwind CSS Vite. That's interesting that he didn't know how to do that. Did it add in? Tailwind CSS. Wait, where is it? Yeah, but it didn't install that thing. Okay, whatever. npm install. Was that the thing? Oh, it's at Tail. For fuck's sake. Okay, npm run dev. What was the other thing? Yeah, let's change it to Yeah, I don't think I can actually... Okay, we're gonna try something. Let's see. Wow. It didn't look... What the fuck is going on there? It looks like shit. Tailwind CSS. What is it missing? Plugins, Tailwind CSS. Import. Okay, I think it's... Oh, it's probably... Hi, Mark. Thank you. Let's see. Index CSS. Yeah, it seems to be using the wrong... Just all documentation. No. What the This is weird. Did it actually use Tailwind? Yeah. Well, okay. Is it just shitty? Maybe it's just shitty. Or is it supposed to like have some colors and stuff? Border gray. It looks pretty bad. Font bold. Text gray. Or maybe it should look like this. Okay, whatever. Let's go with that for now. What are we gonna do? Okay, I changed the query endpoint to server sent events. Could you change how we receive messages to take advantage of that? And then for each message, show the JSON result, except for the existing result type where we just show the result. Let's see. And then I'm gonna just copy the oh, I didn't actually show it what it's gonna send. Oh, fuck. You know what? Let's just... Oh, fuck. Well, let's see what it does. And there were some specifics here, like we're sending message, done error. But you can imagine doing this, like if you have a GitHub action that's using the SDK, you can make that GitHub action go and... Oh, both the... Oh, it actually... Okay. Does that mean it'll work? I'm just gonna restart the server. Oh, look at this. Can't resolve. Wait. Maybe that was the reason. Oh, that was probably old. Anyways, let's see. Oh, look at this. Cannot resolve. Tailwind CSS? Why? Oh, what? What? in source. What was it? It's that one, right? Can't result in, yeah, index. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Installing Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS and Vite, add the plugin, import Tailwind CSS, and run dev. I've done this a million times. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, this is also dev dependency, by the way. I'm very confused by this. Can't resolve. What the fuck? Using Vite. Oh, and we're back. We're back at why the fuck doesn't it work? Tailwind CSS. Why is it saying that it can't resolve it? This is the most basic Tailwind CSS setup, and it just can't do it. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Yeah, maybe we should just do that. Oh, it just annoys me. Oh, fuck. Well, I can't open. Well, we can send a query. We can send a manual query. Well, I'm not sure how it works now. Ah, god damn it. Why the hell do you say that you can't? Okay, I have a feeling there's something weird. It can't be because it's a dev dependency, right? That doesn't make any sense. I was thinking about the version. If there was an issue with the version. Is 3.3.6 the latest version? I have a feeling it's not. What's the latest? npm Tailwind CSS. Aren't they on 4 now? Yeah, 4. That's it. That's what you get. 4.1.11. That's what you get when you don't when you just use the raw training data of these things. Where was it? Let's move. What the fuck? I've done this a million times. Why is it so? This is stupid. Wait, auto pre. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at this. I know what's happening. It's just because it's going in and installing like a bunch of old stuff. That's what's happening. So it's like just using its training data to go in and install like the last version of Tailwind CSS. That wasn't a good idea. And I think that's the biggest challenge with these coding agents is that when do they config auto prefixer. It's just completely messed up now. Tailwind CSS Vite. Do I have other? Where the fuck did that auto prefixer come from? Oh, did it actually need auto prefixer? Oh, because it also added that thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't believe this. Spending time on this shit. There we go. Okay, it actually looked quite nice. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, we're back on track. Let's see if it actually streams down the things now. So I have a vertical scroll bar now, but I do not want that. Just take up the full size of the window. Wow. Let's see if it streams. That would be really cool if it did that. I wonder how this event stream. Oh, look at that. We're getting the data, it's just not showing it. Oh. Can I look at it? Oh, this is a really bad. False. Oh. Subtype success. No, it didn't. Wait. Oh, sorry. Oh, is error false? Sorry. Okay, but it actually did the thing. It just didn't show. So we're gonna ask it to do that next. Did it fix the height thing? Yeah. So I am not seeing the messages coming in from the query server-side events endpoint. Could you please show them in their JSON form in the chat interface? But the result type of message should only show the result field. Yeah, so I guess we kind of have to wait for a full run on this again. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next though. Like I guess we could. It would be so fun to like. How will we do that? Like build the app using the app. So what we would want to do is actually bring in the Code Sandbox SDK here. We could set up an API key, so we use the Code Sandbox account. So you could create like a project, but then again, that now it starts getting weird. Like maybe we could have like a development chat. I don't know how we would do that, and how would we even test it? Yeah, maybe it's not a good idea. But anyways. It's not really doing much, is it? This is kind of weird. Did it just stop or? Model web search. That's really weird. It doesn't do anything. Should try it again. Send. Oh, what the hell happened there? Oh, now I don't see the request. Oh, that sucks. Oh, error processing your request. Something bad is happening here. I wonder why. Maybe I'm out of money already. Oh, now it's running. That's weird. Okay, so after this, it should be able to show these messages here. It will be interesting to kind of, I don't know if it actually knows the type of these messages. Maybe we could just dump a bunch of them. Yeah, we could do that. You can just give the whole event stream and then ask it to is it like cache read input? Tool use. It's a lot of messages. Oh well. But it's really, really cool that we've gotten to a place where like, and this is when I remember looking into like coding agents early on and just understanding how overwhelming it is to create a tool set on top of them. And I wonder why it says error. To do oh, what is it doing? Oh. Yeah, whatever. Is it done? Why does it say error? Hi there. Yeah, so I have Claude code running on a Sandbox in the cloud, exposed on an endpoint, as opposed to the actual terminal, like the CLI tool. But it is the actual Claude code thing. And I'm building an app using that endpoint to build the app to use that endpoint. let's see what it did now. Tell me what is in the README. I just want to see if it actually. Oh, look at that. We're getting the JSONs now. That's nice. It's so cool. Yeah, result. Oh yeah, and it, yeah, okay. I see what it does now. Okay, so yeah, because it's like tool use ID, tool result. It doesn't have a name for its tools. Type tool use. Oh, there we have it. Yeah, it's Claude Inception. It's like crazy Claude Inception. It will be so interesting to. I want to give it. So based on these well, first I want to have multi-line. Could you make the message input a multi-line editor? Oh, this is nice that we kind of get these things. And it's interesting. I need first to understand the current code base structure. Find message, search code base, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at that. App node modules. Oh, it's looking through a lot of stuff. It's probably very expensive to use Claude code, I would imagine. So do we have any other tool use here? LS? Oh yeah, it's looking for. I found. Wow, this is pretty insane, everything it's doing. And that, but this is the thing, right? Like these coding agents, they don't have any context when you request it to do something. So it's almost like giving the code base on every single prompt. So they have to do a lot of research to do very simple things. Okay, the message input is now a multi-line editor. And it is. Thank you. Oh, look at. Okay. I would like the to replace. Okay. Whenever we get a JSON output like this, I want you to with tool use, I want you to show a simple pill with the name of the tool. Also, the final result JSON should just be a text bubble with the string of the result field. No! God damn it! No, what the hell is going on? Damn you, Vite. You should never refresh. Damn it. Why did it refresh? Ah, for fuck's sake. Okay, the first thing, when I type into the message box, please store in local storage so that if I refresh, I can continue typing. So this is type. Yeah, and then, yeah, interesting. So it's type text. Maybe we can do that one first. um, yeah, so I think what I need to do before I end my day is to building an app using Claude code. Building an app that builds itself. Let's see. Done. I'm implemented local storage. Nice. Hey, refresh. Ah, amazing. Okay. When you get JSON messages that has a tool call like this, please rather show a simple pill with a nice color and the name of the tool call, because that's what it was, right? This was a tool call. Oh no, this was type text, sorry. When you get a JSON that has a content type of, what was it? Text? Text. Please show the, yeah, the text as a chat bubble from the assistant. Yeah. This, like, this in and of itself, like, the whole point here isn't that this is so special, what we're doing here. There's tons of coding agents that can do this. What's interesting, oh, let me first, oh, it's still pending? Or, oh, it's asking me something. Specific. Oh, interesting. Didn't understand that. Oh, when you, oh, sorry. I'm having this inception thing. So I'm talking to you as if it understands that it's embedded in the app and getting the message. That's wrong. Let's do it again. So when the app receives a JSON message of content type text, like this example, I want you to show the text as a chat bubble coming from the assistant. The cool thing about this is that you can imagine Code Sandbox SDK as a product where you have a template where you can set up any like niche thing. Whatever you want, like you're going to build a certain type of apps, right? And then you set that up as a template with this Claude agent, sorry, Claude code running next to it. And then you have this query endpoint where you can build like your own experience around building this type of app, which is really, really cool. We were kind of waiting for this moment where we would be able to ship really, really good coding agents with the sandboxes. And we can do that now. And that is very, very cool. Do, 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 do. Sorry about all the waiting here, but I can't do much about that. But yeah, this is like, you can imagine building an app. So whatever product you want to build, you want to let users create a project. And when they create a project, what happens under the hood, is that you have built a template using the Code Sandbox SDK. And that template has the beginnings of whatever types of projects you want to create for, you want to let your users build. And it has Claude Code running as an endpoint on that sandbox. So when your product, your app, and your user has created a project, you decide exactly how that interface is going to look like. Maybe you're running a dev server like I'm doing here, like with Vite, and you're showing the preview in this service you built. Then you have maybe a chat thing on the left side. Maybe you have pre-configured the dev task to build that specific type of app. So you can like use the Code Sandbox SDK to control that task so that the dev server is running. You can even extract information from that dev server and put it in as context to Claude Code. You can do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to end up with. We're not going to have these IDE, like we're going to have them as well, but that's not going to be like the initial products that came out that would allow you to like build anything. I don't think that's where we're going to end up. We're going to have very, very niche products that there's some kind of app you want to build. And then, oh, look at this. Yeah, niche app you want to build, like, I don't know, WordPress, whatever. And then there's a Sandbox template with a WordPress thing running where you can change the code and everything. I guess WordPress will build their own thing, but whatever. Now I have a complete understanding of the code base. I think this is the biggest thing. Is like this represents the biggest challenge. Now I have a complete understanding of the code base. And it has to do this every single time. Like we can continue this session. That's possible. And it will have that context. But at some point that session becomes like too long. You're going to do something completely different and you want to kind of start a new session. Hi there. Yeah, please try me. But yeah, you want to start a new session, but you don't want to remove the context of understanding the code base. But now you're always doing that. It's very interesting. It has its own internal to-dos list that it's using. So it's like planning out the implementations and everything. Okay, perfect. I've updated the app. Okay, cool. So let's see if it has a tool use here, and then we can. Okay, let's just use this one. Let's refresh. When the app receives messages from the query endpoint and they are of type tool use like this, please just grab the name of the tool and show a nice looking pill with the name. That is good advice. That is very good advice. Let's see if it, oh, here we go. You see this? Now it's doing text bubble for the intermediate stuff. Type tool result, yeah. Tool use, yeah. And then you have tool result. Yeah, interesting. And I guess it might be running these tool things in parallel, maybe? I don't know. Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna check something. Docs. More docs. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Now I need to update the message rendering to display tool name says nice looking pills. Thinking. I always prefer classes over. By the way, when I've been gone, not streaming for a while, I've actually been working on something. We got too close to finishing the React X thing, so then I start doing something else. It's so funny. I kind of, I think maybe that's what kind of happened why I stopped streaming, because there's something weird about me. I get so excited about things. And also I have like acquired a set of skills that allows me to really like theoretically get to the end of an idea. But when I do get to the end of an idea, something happens. I get insanely demotivated, or not. I don't think that's even the word. It's just, I don't know what happens. And then I kind of just, I'm super low on energy to do anything. And then I get a new idea. And then my energy level just goes up. And I work on it. And then I get very close to actually having something. What's a VA? Yeah, and then I get a new idea and I get very close, and then that's what I do. Yeah, it's very interesting. Anyways, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, you know what? I wanted to ask my friends. I had this relatively deep conversation with my partner here, and I started thinking about like, how do people actually perceive me as a like longtime friends that really knows me? Like, how would they actually define me as a person? And that's a very interesting question, but that's definitely one of the things. But anyways, the thing I've been working on is building. I built an abstraction over Firebase as a platform, which is that abstraction is a React abstraction. And I was thinking, like, how much of what I'm doing, like the family Scrum thing, isn't like just Firebase. And I'm creating all of these like intermediate abstractions and stuff. And then it's payments with Stripe. Like Firebase has a Stripe extension, but just interacting with it is difficult. So I was thinking about like, how could you create like a, I guess you could kind of call it a framework, where you have a startup idea and there's certain things that needs to be in place to build anything, which is authentication, storage, like file storage, potentially database, analytics, payment. What if you had something that you could just use directly with React to do that, like super simply? And it's really cool. How I'm gonna show it some other time. Anyways, oh, did he do it now? I also I want the JSON message that represents the final result to also be a chat bubble from the assistant, showing the result as the message. Let's see what it does now. Yeah, the thing about React X is that that's something you can apply to. That's the thing. That's something you would apply to an existing backend, or if you're in like in a company building, like you want to build your own thing. But if you're like a solo developer or a couple of friends who wants to build something, what if you just had something that had absolutely no friction? It's just, you just define what it is. Yeah, I kind of need to talk about it on top of like seeing the API of it. But anyways, we can talk about that later. Anyways, virtual assistant. You want to build, you want to get a job as a virtual assistant? You know, it's very interesting. I read, oh, look at this. That's kind of cool. LS Globe read. That's very cool. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I know in I read this book a long time ago. And they talked about, I think it's quite popular in India. They have like assistants. So you don't have to hire an assistant. You just have an assistant remote, like called a remote assistant. And it's very interesting because this person was like, because they didn't cost that much and they had like a very scoped assistancy. Like they could help you with emails or like buying Christmas gifts or whatever. But yeah. But I can see it already. Does this at? Oh. Yeah, I do not want it to show the JSON object of result, my result. I just want to show the actual result message. Ah, look at this. We have the continuation. That's also a thing. Continuation is super, like OpenAI has like threads, but it's so low level. It's so nice to just have a coding thing that just does everything for you. But what I wanted to do next is remove these ones. So we're going to have a pending state for the tool use, and then it's going to map tool use ID with the tool result and then stop. Like, we're going to do that last. What might already be one? Now result messages will show. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Okay, let's refresh so we get that change. And then I would like the pills representing tool calls to be indicating that it is in progress, like pulsating or something. And then when we get a message for the tool result, it should stop pulsating. Maybe it can start as yellow and become green as well. That would be cool. This is such a JSON response. This is an example JSON response. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how it would be so much fun to continue building this app using the yeah, and but this is the thing. It's like I don't think we actually need to yeah, how would we do this? Because I haven't made any changes to the actual server, right? I'm just making changes to yeah. Maybe we could do this. So but we need another server. We have one process which is the Claude code thing. And then we have one process which is the dev server. But then we need another server. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Like if I actually wanted to build a tool out of this, what stack would I use? I guess we could use Next.js. But we're really ready. Like the whole code for this is all the code. This is it. This is how you it's kind of insane. This is how you get Claude code to run on a VM. Oh, look at this. It's very cool. Oh, maybe we should bump up the oh, it's running. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's also why it's so slow. Let's go to micro at least. Apply. Why was it Pico? What did I created this from, oh, I guess the node template is Pico. That's interesting. Oh. What was I saying? Yeah, it would be super fun to like just continue vibe coding this whole thing. Like But the thing we would need to do is, okay, so what we can do, I can create a template which has basically just has this, I can create a template that has this process in it and it runs when it starts and all of that. Yeah. And then that template is going to be like, I don't know. Yeah, that's the big question. Like, what should the template be? What kind of apps would we want the users to build? Maybe we could combine it with my little Firebase thing. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense. The problem though is that, like, even though if you could sign in with Google, I don't think we would be able to actually create a Firebase project on your behalf. You would have to pay for it, blah, blah, blah. But that's not such a big deal. That could be just a guide on how to set up the Firebase project. So you would just paste your config there and so on. You can set up Stripe. Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see. Perfect. I've implemented the pulsating pill indicators. Cool. Let's see if that works. I am about to log off here. Could you tell me a funny joke? Or some encouraging. Yeah, we should ignore that system thing. Oh, I got 2 of them. You got this. Okay. Okay, but tell me. Give me a summary of what this app does as well. Maybe we could ask it to ignore the system. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna ask a couple of, I have to ask my partner if I have to pick up the kids. Okay. Okay, I have to pick up. Why does it have? I changed my mind. We need to fix a couple of things first. One, when new messages appear, please keep scrolling down on the message container so we always see the last message. 2, ignore the initial system event. Do not need to display that. 3, we seem to display the last resulting message twice. Only need 1. Let's see how it does this. It would also be nice if it kept line spaces anyways. To do right. It's very interesting. So you can imagine like looking at to do right. Yeah, it's doing it in parallel. You see this? So it's working on that task, and as part of that task, it's going and grabbing stuff. It's probably like a parent thing. I think I saw that. There was like a parent thing. So you could have that on the task and kind of show everything it was doing. It's very, very cool. Like it has session, it has all the markdown stuff. You can like describe how it should interact with the code and everything. It has like a concept of planning inside of it. Like this is so cool. Yeah, let's see the result of this, and then I have to stop the stream. And I need to publish a package. Now let me implement the fixes for the 3 issues. This is really cool. Yeah, I would love to, but maybe we shouldn't think about, we shouldn't scope it too much. I want to build, we have to continue doing this. This is too much fun. So what I think we can do, I can create a template so that yeah, I'm trying to, this is too much inception for me. So I want to build the app with the app. How do I do that? Oh, okay. I think what we can do is, oh, interesting. Okay, so what I think we can do is that we can ask it to implement the concept of projects around this chat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to implement some kind of default project, which is like in development mode. You have a default project which points to this sandbox that actually is the project. And then we can continue like adding like a new project, have the Code Sandbox SDK behind the scenes, connect to it, test it. But whenever we want to make a change, we have to go to this other project, which is the app itself. This is going to be awesome. That's how we're going to do it. So I might like have implemented the possibility that it actually creates a new project. It creates the sandbox. I have a new project I'm playing around with the thing. But when I want to actually change the experience of the app itself, I have to go to the other project and ask it to change something. And then that's going to be okay. Okay, let's see now. What did we actually do? I can't remember. So one final thing is that I see the blue bubbles, see the blue text bubbles does not, honor line breaks. Could you make that work? Oh, it didn't ignore the system. Well, ignore was probably not the best way to express that. Well, I did say do not show it, didn't I? But yeah, it's extremely interesting. Like, I wonder how they could optimize this, that it doesn't have to go and explore the whole code base for every new. But then again, like if it has something in memory and something changes in the code base, how does it know that its memory is wrong? But yeah, let's see this run through, and then I have to jump off, pick up the youngest, and then we're definitely going to play more with this. Yeah. Let me fix this. Edit. This is so cool. This was really fun. This was super, super fun. Yeah, but it fixed that. So it only shows the... Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have to go. But this was super fun. I'm gonna think more about this, how we're gonna approach it, and then we'll see if we will do some more streams on it. Okay, bye for now.